Hotep, Black Power, giving honor to the Creator, giving honor to the ancestors, giving honor to my sister, giving honor to Chief of Staff, Brother Harris Abdul, my father, my in-laws, my family and comrades who are in the ancestral realm as we speak, and to you brothers and sisters out there, particularly those who are fighting for the liberation and salvation of the black nation. What I want to talk about today is, I know y'all heard about it, this shit about R. Kelly, you know, with this so-called cult, where he has these young girls trapped, not against their will, voluntarily, in some type of cult where they have to go through some type of mental and emotional and sexual gauntlet to get a shot at a record deal. And they have to actually, you know, sell their souls, so to speak. And let me just go back a little bit and get to the core issue. I told y'all about that motherfucking R. Kelly. He is a nasty motherfucking sick ass pedophile ass motherfucking freak bitch nigga. No, but you motherfuckers, you motherfucking, especially you queens, you know, free R. Kelly, you know, and all this bullshit when he pissed on them motherfucking little girls the first time. See, when it's not your children, you have no compassion and no understanding until it's your goddamn daughter or your sister or your mother involved in that. Now, these sisters, of course, you know, that's a choice. This is a choice that they have made, and to engage in this type of motherfucking madness and this sick motherfucking shit this nigga is putting them through. But at the same time, you have to look at the fact that, you know, money can influence people, you know, to do any goddamn thing. You know, and that's the, you know, we'll say one thing, but when something like this, an opportunity, or where even though it's not for real, just the opportunity of someone having a record deal, getting their mothers out of the hood, getting their families from, you know, the abyss of poverty. You know that, you know, most of our people, you know, will be willing to take this chance if an opportunity like that arises. So you we can't totally blame the people that are involved in it. However, why would a motherfucker that's successful put his own people through some shit like that? Put these queens through some shit like that. And you always talk about you love the black woman, but you make her go through so much painful motherfucking ritualistic bullshit, you know, to get to the other side, you know, in terms of economic success. You know, this motherfucker should be locked the fuck down. He's sick, and the shit that he has done to some of them motherfucking sisters should be done to him in the penitentiary. I don't give a fuck what nobody say about, you know, it's their choice, you know, that's up to them whether they do this and do that, of course. But when you under the hypnosis of this motherfucking dollar, and you've been told that you won't have to worry about, you and your family will never have to worry about suffering again. You know, most people will take their chance. And some of them, even knowingly about this shit, they will still go through this. Even if they know this would take place, they still would do that for the sake of getting out of poverty. But my thing is, why do you take your people through this shit to get them to the other side? Why can't you be like a decent motherfucker, you know, and let their talents, you know, speak for itself and help them get a record deal? Help them get a record deal. You know, help them get on the right way. Besides turning them out, making them be animals in the bed and all this type of shit, man. You know, you sick. And for any of you motherfuckers, you know, that take sides with R. Kelly, just picture your daughter, your wife, or your mother in that motherfucking cult. You know, just think about that shit. You know, cause even in the boondocks, you know, all this shit that came out in terms of, you know, alerting the black community about this sick motherfucker. And see, a lot of you entertainers are down with this motherfucker. That's why a lot of y'all don't engage with him and interact with him socially. Because y'all know what type of motherfucker he is. But you won't say nothing either. You know, this motherfucker needs to be locked the fuck down. You know, that is rape with consent. You can rape somebody, they can give you permission to rape them. What do you think tricking for drugs is? Sex for drugs is nothing but giving the person is sick in the mind and they are weak and they are at their lowest point in their life and they are willing to allow you to sodomize them to get the drug. And what's the difference between the drug and having a record deal? You know, it's been reports that he has smacked these queens. It's been reports that he has smacked these little young girls in the face outside of Subway shops for looking at, you know, another man and shit like this. You know, making these sisters, making these young girls do anything. And here, this motherfucker, you know, is 50, I believe, or if it's not 49 or 50, you know. So this motherfucking sick ass pump motherfucking nigga, you know, is fucking with these motherfuckers. He's always fucked with somebody younger than him. He's never had nobody his age. Never. You know, and that says a lot. Y'all ought to know that. Ali at 15, he was damn near 30. You know, but we keep co-signing this shit because he make these motherfucking little slow jams and these old fuck records and shit because he's an old fuck ass nigga, man. And as long as y'all keep co-signing and speaking up for this motherfucking punk, but you won't do that. You didn't do that for Michael Jackson. You know, you didn't do that for nobody else. You know, but now when it comes to R. Kelly, you know, he gets a motherfucking pass. This nigga will never get a pass from me. Whether these little girls consent to this shit or not, he will never get a pass from me. Because all he does is fuck with children. He's the Pied Piper. And I'm not even going to go into the story of the Pied Piper. You ought to know this shit. But just imagine if it's your daughter, you know, would you allow your daughter, would you allow R. Kelly to come to your house and pick your daughter up and have his way with your daughter or your mother? You know, just so you can be able to get on just for some money. And deep down inside, some of y'all will do it. Some of you will give up your parents and your children for some motherfucking money. Some of you will do it. But the average person with any type of sense, any type of moral integrity, nah, hell no. They will blow his brains out soon as he pull up. You know, and this is where we need to be. I don't give a fuck if he black. You know, I don't give a fuck when it comes to, you know, sodomy and all this shit, taking advantage sexually of anybody. I have issues with that shit. Because I grew up, you know, watching, you know, sisters engage in that shit. That's why during the crack epidemic, I never got down with no shit like that. That sex with drugs shit. I never got down with that shit. Because the person is not in their right state of mind. They are in a mentally retarded state. And they're giving you permission for that drug to sodomize them. And see, a lot of you motherfucking weak ass niggas out there, they got low self-esteem. They look at yourself that you're unattractive and ugly and all this type of shit. You know, you enjoy this shit. You are so relieved that this type of behavior is out here. You know, for those of you who never got women, you know, and shit like that. You know, that have trouble acquiring a woman, or have trouble in a relationship, or you know, you got some fucked up social skills. You scared to pull up on a queen and all that shit, cause you a motherfucking sucker. You know what I mean? But back to this nigga, man. And I'm just gonna leave it like this, man. This motherfucking bitch. This bitch nigga R. Kelly needs to be locked down or shot down or beat down, you know, for the shit that he's doing. You know, he's the musical Jim Jones of the black community. And people can justify and say these women know what they're doing. Of course they do. Of course they do. But also, he has influence over them, and he can make a decision, because if he had any type of moral integrity, this shit, we wouldn't be having this conversation. If anything, he would be helping them out and showing them what not to do, not to get involved with shit like this. But he's not that type of dude. I'm keep telling y'all. The only people that understand, the people who have children and parents or siblings or relatives that are caught up in this nigga's grips right now. But the rest of you, some of y'all make jokes of it. This shit ain't nothing funny about this. Just imagine him putting his dick in your sister's mouth or your daughter's mouth or ass. And then tell me how funny that is. Black Power. Hotep. Black Power. Giving honor to the Creator, giving honor to the ancestors. Always giving honor to my sister, Chief of Staff, Brother Harris Abdul, Street Law Soldiers, my father, my in-laws, my family and comrades that are in the ancestral level as we speak. And to you all, brothers and sisters out there, especially those who are fighting for the liberation and salvation of the black nation. What I want to discuss briefly is the ascension dates and born date of the brother Guru from Gangstar, and the upcoming ascension date of Bruce Lee. And you know, just to celebrate, you know, those brothers who were very, very important and powerful and intricate people, especially Bruce Lee, in terms of our growth and development, by him being an Asian, not being a cracker, even though he has a lot of European characteristics and features, you know, but he's still an Asian. And the philosophies and teachings that he imposed, because I'm just gonna be honest, I remember when everybody in DC, as when I was coming up, you know, had nunchucks and, you know, wanting to, you know, imitate Bruce Lee to the fullest effect, you know, and that's the impact that he had on, you know, the entire black community, the entire world, to be exact. So, you know, his Ascension Date is coming up, so we want to just, you know, show our appreciation for the brother and what he brought to the planet. You know, also, I want to discuss some things as far as, you know, the black community, us as a people, how, you know, by being in the community, I've been out there doing some taping, you know, putting some pieces together in my early stages of my documentary that will be, you know, projected to come out sometime next year. The creator willing, and you know, the love that is needed for us as brothers and sisters, as the black community, that we are dying, you know, for the companionship, for the in-depth companionship of that a man and a woman are supposed to have towards one another. In other words, what I'm saying is that we need to love one another much more, and have much more appreciation for one another. You know, it's like almost 30 brothers to one sister out there. You know, and a lot of sisters, I've seen a lot of queens, a lot of real nice looking, powerful, clean, you know, appear to be organized and conscious, you know, looking queens out there, you know, that it appears that they're just, you know, searching for a heterosexual brother, you know, who has some level, you know, of ambition and drive, you know, to do the right thing, you know, to actually, you know, to want to get out here and do the right thing and be appreciative of a queen. You know, and I see a lot of you brothers out there that are not totally appreciative, you know, of your black queens. You know, especially a few of you that I've talked to, you know, you brothers have to be more appreciative and understand who the black woman is. You know, and not be afraid to give her props. You know, and it's vice versa. You know, because a lot of times, like I said, based on the ratio with the black man and black woman ratio, you know, a lot of sisters really basically can't afford to lose a straight strong king, because, you know, it probably will be so difficult for her to get a replacement. You know, because anybody can get a sexual replacement. You can buy a sexual replacement. You know, you can blow up a sexual replacement. But to truly have a real black goddess, or goddess, you know, that's a chance that you may not want to take. That's a risk you may not want to take. But nevertheless, the love has to be instilled back, because we're the original man and woman. We're the best of the best. You know, and for you brothers who are digging into these motherfucking white bitches, you know, you're missing out. You are missing out. There's nothing like the real thing. And to be sleeping with these ice apes, you know, these ice cold motherfucking cave bitches, man. You know, I don't give a fuck what you say, because that's how you like. And I'm just gonna paraphrase Brother Umar Johnson, who said that the reason why y'all fuck with them ice apes, because deep down inside you wish you was the ice ape. you know, and you want to stand to show the motherfucking white man, you know, that you're equal to him by having a motherfucking cave bitch, which is totally motherfucking false. Totally false. By you having an ice age, meaning that says that you don't have the testicular fortitude to stand up and deal with a motherfucking queen. Because there's a lot of things that the ice age motherfucking cave bitch will allow you to do that a queen will not allow you to do, will not go for. You know, a lot of y'all know what I'm talking about. You know, some of this nasty shit, you know, because a lot of you think that these sexual practices that you engage in is normal. That oral anal shit is not normal at all. You know, that's a motherfucking sodomy type behavior. You know that type of behavior, you know, is sick. You know, sodomizing your queen. You know, because when you understand who the black woman is, you begin to appreciate and love her and cherish her. That means respecting, you know, certain areas of her body, respecting her mind, respecting her soul. You know, understanding and appreciating that that's a reflection. That's the other half of you. That's a reflection of you. You know, and that's the reason why a lot of you brothers are abusive and you go upside these queens' heads, because that's how you feel about yourself. Those are your insecurities, you know, surfacing. You know, and it's the other way around, where you queens disrespect and try to make these brothers, you know, make the black man feel like he's worthless or he's a piece of shit or he's weak or bitch and all that type of shit, you know, which is totally foul, you know, because of your past relationships, you know, and because both of you bringing in some fucked up baggage and thinking the relationship is going to work. You know, you can't move into a house with 2 suitcases full of motherfucking horse shit and expect the house to smell like flowers. It's not going to work. You know, and this is the things I'm trying to implement based on what I have seen in the community the last couple of days. You know, be more grateful, be happier, be happy that you are alive, be happy and grateful that you're able to see another day. You know that the Creator has blessed you with so many things. It's a lot of our brothers and sisters that are in hospitals, that are on life support, that are doing forever in prison. You know, some for making just one bad choice. You know, even on life support for one bad choice, one bad decision. So, you know, be grateful, be happy. You know, walk with pride. Walk like a black man. Talk like a black man. Stand up like a black man. You know, understand who you are. Dig deep within the deepest that you can go within yourself. And see who you are. You know, and let that exalt itself. You know, don't be ashamed to be who you are, black man. You the original man. Same way for, you know, you queens. You know, you gave permission, you gave everybody permission to exist. Wouldn't be no other colors if it wasn't for you, black woman. I've always said that. I've always said that, and I will continue to say that because this is the truth. You are all of it. You are all of it. And I watch sometimes these TV commercials where some of these Ice Apes spray themselves with brown spray paint to try to look like you all. But some of you got so much self-hatred, you walk around with blonde hair and, you know, wishing you was a motherfucking Ice Ape. I really cannot, I struggle trying to understand that concept. Why would you want to be an Ice Ape? Why would you want to be the last and the weakest motherfucking color on the spectrum? The weakest one on the spectrum. The one with all the diseases. The one that's, you know, that has that gives off an ammonia gas in the wintertime. That smells like a motherfucking animal when they're wet. Wet leprosy. A walking motherfucking germ. Why would you want to be that? No matter how much they try to fix themselves up. I'm telling you. Like Marvin Gaye says, nothing like the real motherfucking thing. You know. Come on, y'all. Get it together. Get it together. I love my brothers and sisters. I love my brothers and sisters unconditionally. Because I know who you are. Because I know who I am. Move all the religion out the way. Move all of what you've been told who you were based on what your parents were told who they were, and so on and so on. By this motherfucking cracker, by this goddamn slave master. Move all that out of the way. Because you taught him civilization. You civilized him, or made an attempt to civilize this motherfucker twice. And it still didn't work. This is the most ruthless, uncivilized, savage motherfucker walking the planet today. He's a goddamn savage. Go around police terrorism, poverty. And why would a motherfucker that got everything on the goddamn planet hate the motherfucker that don't have nothing? Why do you got everything and you hate motherfucker that don't have nothing? That ought to tell you something right then and there. Because it's one thing that he'll never have, and that's melanin. That's melanin. Understand that and be clear about that. Black Power. Hotep, Black Power, giving honor to the Creator, giving honor to the ancestors, giving honor to my sister, Chief of Staff, Brother Harris Abdul of the Street Law Soldiers, my family, my in-laws, my father, and all my comrades who are in the ancestral realm, and to all the brothers and sisters out there, especially those who are fighting for the liberation and salvation of the black nation. What I wanted to quickly discuss, and I'm not going to really discuss, I just want to bring y'all abreast for those who don't know exactly anything about this particular situation. But another pig has murdered another brother. The brother was sitting on the back of a car, and I don't know the full details yet, but all I know that it's another brother laying in the morgue as a result of this motherfucking cracker on this police terrorism shit. You know, which I really had hands on with these motherfuckers the last couple of days when I was out there taping, of how they have the people in the black people in the community so shook up and afraid of how they patrol the area to make sure that the drugs and the violence stay contained into the black area. And it's just terrorism. You know, these crackers, you know, who, you know, when they be sitting in their cars, and you can tell that they say, well, let me just make these niggas start walking. And, you know, they'll pull up, you know, and start circling around, you know, brothers and sisters and what have you, and make them, you know, walk You know, some of them in the opposite direction that they were heading in, and disperse. You know, those who were engaging in conversations. Could have been ciphers, they could have been building or whatever, to make them just disperse because the fear of police terrorism that exists all across this country. You know, so when you white motherfuckers go around talking about, you know, shit ain't as bad as it is, none of you motherfuckers are giving up your white privilege, you know, to make the sacrifice to try to put an end to the system of racism, white supremacy, which police terrorism is is at the top of the motherfucking agenda of black annihilation in this goddamn country. So don't talk that bullshit to me. I want to just dedicate a couple of songs to these brothers, you know, and sisters, you know, from the 70s era, the roller skating and just the hanging out, you know, just to reflect, a reflection of you brothers and sisters, you know, to see if y'all remember this back in the day music, you know, and this goes out to all the brothers and sisters from that era, those that are still here and those that have moved on, you know, of those days, you know, of enjoying yourselves, you know, the big summer cookouts, you know, you know, having a nice souped up cars and the 8-track tape days and the cassette tape days, you know, the afros, you know, having the steel rakes and picks, you know, in your back pocket, you know, smoking a good old homegrown and, you know, drinking the cold duck and all that type of stuff, and just, you know, just enjoying yourselves. You know, this is to you brothers, you know, as a dedication to you brothers and sisters of that era. You know, just something to think about. I'm getting ready to hit y'all with something else too. This one's for the real, you know, for the real brothers and sisters that used to get down. You know, they used to get it in out there. You know, my brothers, my older brothers, you know, that I used to look up to, you know, I had brothers that were cool, you know, I used to look up to them as they were, you know, they was the shit back then, you know, and my sister as well, you know, may she rest in power, you know, and, you know, every once in a while, you know, Brother Shaka, you know, got to go all the way around the board and be versatile with a lot of things. You just can't just be engulfed in hip-hop, you know, and this is to all the brothers, Seat Pleasant, Palmer Park, Landover, Cheverly, Capitol Heights, Coral Hills, Northwest, Southwest, Southeast, Northeast, you know, Highsville, Bladensburg,